Hi there guys, so KSI versus Logan Paul. Now Eddie Hearn, the promoter of the fight and the whole event, has said they both demand respect for getting in there to settle their differences in the squared circle in a packed out Staples Center in LA. It was no mean feat and both of them put on a good display considering their boxing ability. Now the better of the two for me, for boxing ability, is Logan Paul. I believe he was more polished and I believe his boxing ability really shone in this fight, but he wasn't busy enough. He didn't let his hands go, he threw a jab, and that's about it. He managed to land a crushing uppercut, which dropped KSI, but he didn't step on the gas, he didn't try and finish it, he hardly even looked for that shot again. So, I mean, obviously, it's just because he's a novice, he didn't really know what he was doing in there, and his boxing ability, yeah, there is boxing ability there, but finishing a fighter when they are hurt takes experience, and Logan Paul didn't have any of that. He explained he wasn't feeling well and he made a few excuses. I'm not going to read too much into that. I mean, obviously, everyone's got niggles, everyone's got problems during camp. So ultimately, KSI won the fight by split decision. And yes, I do believe the right man won the fight because KSI, I believe, was landing the cleaner and more eye catching shots. And to be honest, KSI wasn't really that good at boxing in the fight. But what he did do was make it a dogfight. That's the only thing he could do to win this fight. Logan Paul would have jabbed his head off the whole night had he not got close to him and applied that pressure. And you have to admire the heart that KSI shown in the fight, especially getting up, considering he'd never been in that position before. Now, obviously, he was given a little bit of time to recover because he was hit right in the back of the head. I mean, it wasn't a big blow, but he was given time to recover from that uppercut. So it was an entertaining fight, and KSI deserved to win, in my opinion. He done all he had to do. He had to apply pressure. He couldn't outbox Logan Paul. He doesn't have that kind of boxing ability. And that's not just because Logan Paul is the better boxer. That's just because Logan Paul has a very good jab, a ramrod jab, that is probably very painful when it lands with 10x gloves on. And he could have just done that all night. So it takes a very skilled fighter to outbox someone who has that kind of physical advantages. And KSI, being a novice, isn't going to possess that kind of ability. So what he had to do was get close to him, cut off the ring and stay on his chest. And that is exactly what he'd done. Which, I mean, given the size of Logan Paul and the power he possesses, shown a great amount of heart from KSI in order to do so. So in my opinion, the right man won. KSI deserved to win the fight, and Eddie Hearn has explained that KSI and Logan Paul demand respect for getting in there in the ring to settle their differences in front of all of those people, something they have never done before. Now, hopefully we won't see too much of this. I don't want to see another headline YouTube event, to be honest. I mean, it was great, it was exciting, it was something different, but we don't want to see it every week. We are boxing fans, and boxing needs to stay as boxing, not necessarily flow into celebrities and YouTubers deciding they want to get into the ring and start making out that they are professional boxers, because they are not. This cannot happen every weekend, and it won't. I don't think it will, but I just hope that this is the last one for a little while. Maybe there will be another one, Jake Paul versus Anderson Gibb, and I welcome that maybe a few months down the line, but let's get back to boxing and see some of these great fights. You have Callum Smith versus John Ryder coming up next week. Now that is a great fight, a great boxing match, and it will be extremely entertaining because both of them can punch. And I believe both of them do possess some vulnerabilities, even Callum Smith. So guys, make sure you don't miss that one. That will be one you don't want to miss. But guys, drop your thoughts in the comments below about KSI versus Logan Paul. Do you believe the right man won? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, click the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.